Good morning, students. Today I'm going to teach you subject-verb agreement. This is also called subject-verb concord. So let's start. Let's see what is subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement in English grammar simply means that subject of a sentence must agree with its verb in number and person. Suppose if the subject of a sentence is singular, its following verb should also be singular. Either they must be singular or they must be plural. For example, cat dash sitting under the table. Here cat is a singular subject, so the following verb should also be singular. So here the answer will be is. Cat is sitting under the table. As we all know that when we add s and es to singular noun, it becomes plural. But when we add s and es to verb, it becomes singular. For example, drink is a plural verb, and when we add s, it becomes singular. For example, cat drinks milk. Here we see that cat is also a singular noun and drinks is a singular verb, and both are agreeing to each other. In this way, we can say that here the rule of subject, verb and agreement has been followed. With first person and second person, the verb always remains in plural form. Although they are singular in number, but you can say they are rule breakers in each and every language. So it's an exception. Sometimes we get confused that the subject of a sentence is singular or plural, because sometimes they appear to be singular but they function as plural. So today we will see how to determine that the subject of the sentence is singular or plural. Some nouns are singular in form but are used in a plural sense. Example, cattle, poultry, vermin and people. Whose cattle are they? In the sentence, cattle is a plural noun and the following verb is also plural. Some nouns are used in both sense, singular and plural. For example, advice, alphabet, fork and information. Let's see it in a sentence. Good advice is never followed. Some nouns have the same form for plural as the singular. For example, deer, sheep, 100, dozen. Let's see an example in sentence. 10, 100 make 1000. Some nouns are used only in plural. Example are scissors and spectacles, but when we add a pair of in this, it becomes singular. For example, a pair of scissors is sharp. Some nouns are considered singular but they appear as plural. For example, summons, arms, riches and thanks. Let's see an example. I have received a summons to attend the court. Collective nouns are normally considered singular. Name of certain games, diseases and branch of knowledge which ends in s are singular. For example, billiards, mathematics, measles, physics, politics and mumps. Mumps is a serious illness. Mathematics is an important subject in modern world. Now in this both sentences we see that the subject mumps and mathematics, it carries s, means it ends in s, but the following verb is singular. Some plural noun when express a specific quantity and number become singular. For example, a 10 rupee note, a 3 months old baby. For example, A 10 rupee note was lying on the table. A 3-month-old baby was crying bitterly. So in these two sentences we see that the subject of the sentence is expressing quantity and number. This is the reason that the following verb is singular. When two singular nouns are joined by and, always take plural verb. For example, Mohan and Rohan always come late. In the sentence we see that here two nouns Mohan and Rohan are joined by and, so the following verb is in plural form. But if they represent one idea, they take singular verb. For example, slow and steady wins the race. Here the two singular noun like slow and steady, they are also joined with the help of and, but they are representing and giving the singular idea. So the following verb is wins. Okay, the following verb is also singular. If two singular noun refers to the same person or thing, the following verb must be singular. For example, the poet and philosopher is dead. Here the subject, the poet and philosopher, is indicating towards one person. So the following verb is, that is singular. If article the is used once, then two nouns refers to the same person. So the verb will be singular. But if it's mentioned twice, then it refers to two persons. And the following verb should be plural. For example, the poet and the philosopher are dead. Here we see that the poet and the philosopher, because article the is used twice, it is referring to two different persons. So the following verb is also plural. If two singular nouns are joined by and are preceded by each or every, the following verb remains in singular form. For example, each day and each hour brings us fresh anxiety. Every man and every woman in the village was terrified. Here we see that in the first sentence, day and hour are singular nouns and are joined by and, but they are preceded by each, means the each comes first. So in such sentences, when each and every come first, the following verb should be in singular form. Two or more singular subjects, when connected by or, nor, either or, neither nor, they always take singular verb. For example, either Mohan or Rohan has made this mistake. Neither he nor I was mistaken. Here we see that two subject in the first sentence, two subject Mohan and Rohan, they are joined by, they are connected by either or, so the following verb has is singular. In the same way, neither he nor I, here despite the fact that there are two subjects he and I, but they are connected with neither nor, so the following verb should be singular, that is was. So you can bear in mind that if one of the nouns is plural, then following verb will be plural. For example, John or his brothers are to be blamed. If the same sentence we see that the first noun is singular but the second noun is plural, then the verb will be according to the second plural noun. If two nouns are joined by with or as well as, then the following verb agree with the first noun. For example, Rama as well as her friends has won the prize. Here we see that Rama and her friends, they are connected with as well as, so the following verb is singular. despite the fact that the second noun is friends, that is plural. But when we connect it with and as well as, then the following verb should be singular and only singular.